Hello, welcome back. I am Izzy Noodles and we are back with Jungle Ruins 2. So this is at the end of level 2. We sort of came out that door and I ended right here simply because we've got a long swim ahead of us to get into level 3. And this is actually the closest point to that tunnel from around the edge. So just hop on in and you want to keep to the left. Oh, don't stop swimming though. So keep left because we've got some left turns, so we're just closer to that side, and it will also help avoid those crocodiles that are coming up. Can't touch this. Okay, so around the first corner. Okay, and around this corner, a current, there we go, will grab us. But we're not out of the woods yet, so very soon the level will end. There we go. And keep on going because your breath bar doesn't change. And now we've lost the current, so keep going. Go, go, go. There will be an air hole. Here it is. Nice. So you just manage to do that. So now climb on out and let's see what the situation is in this area. So if we come to the back, let me show you what we've got and then we'll know what we're doing. So there are two receptacles here for a star, and once you find them both, they will will open the trapdoor in the water there. So it doesn't matter what order you find them in. I'm going to be specific because one is really quick and the other one is actually very long. So you can climb up there that way to get one. That's the second one I'll be going for, so I'll be coming back to that. I'll ignore it for now. So just enter this area. Let me show you on the right. There's a right and a left section as well. So there's nothing in these sections, no pickups. It might seem easy to get lost, but it is one big area that's just separated by two walls. So it just makes it, excuse me, it just makes it seem like three separate spaces with doorways. That's kind of what's going on. But we will be doing some climbing, as we can see. So it's the same situation on that side as well, but there's no items in this area. So if we come to the back of the middle section, there will be some scorpions around the corner. Oh, a bit of lag. Okay, and if we hop in the water, down we go, there is a passage. And this is where we're going to find our first temple star. So this one is super quick and easy to find. I like to save here just for good luck. I know it's not far into it, but there are a couple of natives as you climb out and they are a nuisance. So I just feel better for saving. Oh, there they are. And they do take off a lot of health. And your health depletes before they even struck you, which is quite something. Oh, you missed. So just keep going round and round like this, and I got very lucky they didn't hit me before, and they've taken off like half of my health. But that's still fine, it's still okay. So one of them, it's usually the second one that goes down, drops a large medpack. And this area can seem a bit windy, you do get some crazy passages. But you want this passage, and the only item in here is our first temple star. Easy peasy, so it's nice to know that we have one already, so it really doesn't matter what order you find them in. So now we can return back the way we came. So the second one is a lot more long-winded. no, she's not climbing out. This has never happened. Not in this game. I may have to reload. Oh no. Cool, yet again. They didn't take health off me. I'm on a roll today. Let's not jinx it. So, the water thing hasn't happened to me before in this game. I think it did once actually, but it was in a completely different place. So be aware of that water bug. Let's have a preemptive save. Okay. It is very rare that I get the water bug in games, and usually it doesn't reoccur in the same spot many times. It's just a very rare one-off. Okay. Go, Laura, go. We've done it. That's the wrong way. But anyway, once you are out of the water, just return to where you climbed out originally, where you started in the level. And we can start climbing upwards. So just here, we can start climbing. So follow this ledge all the way around to the end. Okay, and we have a dead end. So let's light a flare, because we're lost. And we can see this block is not like the others, so this one is movable. And you want to push this as far as it will go. So once it's in the corner, you don't want to linger here because a native has spawned behind you. So just come around, and he does not come up the slope. So an easy way to get him is be central on the slope and keep coming down. And I streamed some practice of this, and I said that he's scared of the slope. He's scared to come up. And so one of my viewers actually said he has slopophobia, which made me laugh. And then I thought, does he have slopophobia, or does he have schlopophobia? So yeah, that was quite funny. Slopophobia. He doesn't like the slope. But this is long-winded, so just keep at it. That was actually really fast. I'm doing so good today. And he drops a jungle gem from his dainty little skirt, so pick that up. So that's why we do need to kill him. It's a faff, yes, but we need this to actually exit this area. So follow the path around and we will come to the door that needs that jungle gem. Here we are. Nice. So here we get the awesome music. If I die, the music will end, and if I load my game, it won't restart, so I will do my best not to die. So the idea is, you actually want to turn off the flame with this lever. It's timed, and you want to get across to the other side. So, pull the lever. Turn and jump, make it kind of tight. That was too tight. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to reload now. I'm sorry, we were enjoying that. Let me edit it in, actually. We can listen to it then. So pull the lever, roll and do a turn, but you do want to make it tight. That was not tight enough. Oh my god, so first it was too tight, now it's too loose. Okay, so grab and pull up, run and jump. Take one step forward, hop back and run and jump and grab. There we go. So from here, we're heading to the doorway. Doorway slash tunnel, I guess. And there's this on the left. This looks like it's a door, but it's not. I'm getting a lot of lag today. Never mind, we're fine. So if you have a look in, this is more like a window. And you can see a flame and a ladder. So we will be heading there eventually. Okay, and here. We're actually heading to the left. But this is all sloped on the inside, except for that section on the left just there. So to get over there, take one step back, and then you want to run and jump and turn in the air and grab this. I didn't mean to get the weapons out, but it's fine. So you want to grab the inside by doing just that, minus the weapons. So shimmy around to the right from hanging, so that's the left from looking at it. And we can stand on this section. Okay, and now jump over to here. And again to the other side. Here we go. And now we're heading to the doorway. So just be careful you do not fall down. There is a monkey. Careful he does not push you off. And here we're heading across to the other side, so there's that door window over there that we saw, so that means the ladder is actually right there, just can't quite see it around that corner. So here you might think you need to turn off the fire, but you actually don't. So I'll run and jump so he doesn't push me off. All you want to do is run and jump like so and shimmy around the fire. So that's kind of sneaky. I spent a while looking for a lever that didn't exist. And if you do want to see my blind play of this game, that's on my blind channel, so there is a link to that down in the description. It will be for blind playthroughs of any game, and will include live streams of any blind play that I play. Okay, so at the top of the ladder, you want to move to the left to come off the ladder, but you don't want to be hanging for too long because there's an evil monkey and he will... crap. Okay, so I was saying there is an evil monkey at the top of the ladder, so you want to actually make sure you are off the ladder first before letting go of the action button. But you don't want to linger there for too long, because he will just come over to you, because he will sense your presence. There we go. Oh, he got me! There we go, so just keep rolling around, try not to do too much jumping because you might jump off. Also, fun fact, if you're looking around you might see this, but later on, if you're clever enough, we will be crawling under here. But that's a secret, so shh, don't tell anyone. Also, what we want to do now is get to the other side. You might spot on either side there is an opening down below there. There's one to the left side as well. You can get into the gaps, but you don't need to do that yet, so there is a fail-safe to stop you doing that. If you do land in the gap, there will be a spike trap to kill you, so we don't need to be there yet. That's why it's doing that, if you are being confused about that. What we want to do is run and jump to the sloped edges. You can be on the right or left, doesn't matter. I choose the right. Okay, so just shimmy all the way along. And here we are. So now we have a bit of a drop here. There's two natives. So I'm going to equip my Uzis. Uzi time. And I'm going to save the game in case I mess up my strata. So you want to hop back, but you don't want to linger. You want to let go immediately because the two natives come from either side and you just want to get away from them. So I'm going to jump to the right. Get my Uzis and let rip. Oh. Oh no! You see that? He took my health off before he even struck, so that is a thing. But both of these natives drop something we need. One of them drops a key, which is to be used right here at this keyhole, so that will open that door there. And one of them drops the second star. So you can actually fight the natives over in that gap. There's a bigger space over there, but because you have space to jump around, you might get carried away with your jumping and fall down. So that's actually the starting point. That's the pool where we climbed out of at the very start. Also, if we have a look, let me get my binoculars. Where are you, binoculars? Gone straight past them, didn't I? There is a receptacle for an eyepiece over there. So obviously that usually comes as a two-piece thing, and it does in this game. We need 2 pieces of that, and then we can go through there. So now let's use the key we've just picked up. Awesome. Hop on up. And here is the first eyepiece. So before you grab that, you want to grab this large Medpack, because when we do pick it up, there will be some fire spirits. I just saved my game, didn't I? Never mind, that's fine. I don't know why I was about to save. I think I'm nervous. Anyway, fire spirits incoming. Pick it up and leave. So just hop down and again. Splash. So now just wait for the spirits to kill themselves. Now we can leave. So this is a place I've had the water book before, climbing out of here, but just reload a save and you'll be fine. So here we are back at the starting point, and we can now use the 2 temple stars we found. Nice, so now the trapdoor's opened, we can hop on in, but you'll want to be careful, there's some underwater fire spirits, which is a little bit crazy. So to open the door to leave, we need to pull 2 levers under here. One is here, sort of to the left side of dropping down. There is a huge air hole just there in the ceiling if you need that. And in the far right corner of entering here is the second lever. So now the trapdoor to get out is open. It's right here. And it will close once we are out. So we can't return back the way we came. But that's okay, we don't need to. So let's come and have a look. What have we got? We have this block, which can be moved. So let's do that, see what's through here. And there actually is a gate through here. There's a room with an item that we'll be needing, but there's also a gate, and the gate is for a secret. So to open the gate, we actually want to pull the block all the way to the other side of the room onto the trigger tile, and it will open and we'll have our secret. So let's do that. Just all the way along. Nice, and you heard the gate open. There we go. So I'll go and grab the secret first. So all it is a small medpack and some shotgun shells. So now let's equip the pistols so we're not using up Uzi ammo. How much ammo do I have? Ooh, not bad. So we've got loads of pots in this room that we can shoot. crazy. Okay. So, we have 2 lots of Uzi clips here. Shotgun shells. There's a torch there that we'll be needing, so I will ignore that for now and pick up everything else that's in here. More Uzis. Nothing. And a small Medpack. Definitely worth destroying some vases in this room. So now let's grab the torch. So seemingly there is nothing to do in this room, but if we jump up here we can see that actually there's another space up above that we can get to. So just running jump to here. And then we can hop into the gap and throw your torch down because there are a couple of scorpions. Cool. And we can see straight away that there's a door and we need another star. And we can also see where we can light the torch. So let's do that. Nice. So what are we doing with the torch? Well, if we come into this section, we can see that we need 2 keys to open that door, but we don't have 2 keys. And also there's these 2 Shiva statues with a sacrifice underneath each. The idea is you want to set fire to these sacrifices, but specifically you want to set fire to the head. If you do have this idea and nothing's happening, you're doing it wrong, like I did. I was trying to set fire to them, but you actually need to set fire to the head, very specifically. And brace yourself, because crazy stuff's gonna happen. So, yeah, we get Yetis. And if they do that, you're not hurting them, so you need to put your pistols away and get them out again. Okay, so he drops the silver key that we need. So now we know what we're doing. Let's do it again. Where did we throw the torch? So you can't throw the torch while you are jumping. That's a thing. So just try and be careful of that. Okay, and now we have our gold key. Let's go ahead and use them. Nice, almost nice. Hang on, wait for it. There we go, nice. The door's open. And be careful, because we do have some spike traps. And that third one does not actually come up, but trust me, there is a spike trap there. If you stand on that, you will be impaled. So that only activates when you stand on that tile. So there's 2 ways to do this. You can just run straight through the blades and take some damage. So we can see that's our star that we need on that receptacle. Or there's a strange way to do this. You want to be in the middle of the tile in front of the spikes. Let's just be cautious. So be in the middle, hop back and do a running jump. Well, that was weird. Barely did any damage anyway, so the idea is it does not do any damage. So same thing on the way back, just be aware that this pedestal will be in your way, so be to one side of it. So again, be in the middle of the tile. Oh no, 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 don't do that. I'm gonna reload. So yeah, maybe I was a little bit too far forward. I don't know. Well, it showed my health bar again, but whatever. So again, just be in the middle of the tile. Careful of the pedestal being in the way, which it might be right there. Let me sidestep again. So try not to be too far to the left side, because that might come up and get you. Yeah. There we go, that's how it's done. I don't know why my health bar came up, but it didn't seem to take any health off me. Whatever. So now, let's grab our torch, because we will need that again. And we can use our third temple star. Pop your torch down so you can use it. Okay, grab your torch again. Come on through and follow the passage. And you can hop up these slopes, and on the last flat section there will be a scorpion, but you can easily ignore it. There we go. And once we're in here, we have two gates here. We've got a ceiling hatch and an actual gate. So I'm just going to throw my torch down. So first thing we want to do is open the gate ahead. And the lever to do so is behind these blocks. So when you've got a block puzzle, it might always be a good idea to have a save file before you start the puzzle, then you can easily reset it. Okay, and I believe it's this one. You can push this inwards. I always forget what to do here, so you might have to bear with me. You can also push this one inwards. But these other two have blocks behind them, so you can't push those in. I'm going to now push this out of the way. It's all a case of getting them out of the way so you can get to another block. You might be bringing them back round where they started, but at least you're giving yourself space. So I want to push the block that's next to this one, because there is a gap behind that one. So let me just push this, pull it rather. So then I can access the one that's behind it, and we can push it inwards. The idea of pushing this is so that we now have this gap where Lara is standing. I'm just making space, and I'm going to push the one that I moved out of the way back into that new space. So in doing that, so the lever is behind this block, and now I have space to actually stand so that I can move the block all the way to one side. I don't need to move it all the way to one side, but I have space to stand in the gap. So pull it out and then move it one space across. And Lara needs to stand where she is now in order to pull it. That's why we needed to get this block out of the way. And now we can pull the lever. So the gate is open. I'm going to leave the torch there for now because we want to use it up there and we want to get this hatch open. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to go and open that hatch. So Lara will not flip out of these smaller spaces, so you need to do it manually. Okay, and come to the right. There is this passage here. And this is actually where I said that you can jump to, but there's a spike trap stopping you coming here too soon. So up there is where we killed the evil monkey. And now we're down here where we need to be. So just here there is a lever, and we're going a bit backwards and forwards now, because now the hatch is open, and through the hatch is how we're going to produce a rope just here. So we have to go to there to come back to here. So that's a little bit annoying. But there's worse. There are worse games for the backtracking. Okay, so just grab your torch. And hop up into the gap. Try and do it a bit better than that though. There we go. So all we want to do is light this. And now we have our rope so we can get to the other side. And get rid of your torch because we don't need it anymore. Nope, wrong button. There we go. So now head straight back there and we can use the rope to get to the other side. Why did Lara use the rope swing? To get to the other side. Yes, I'm too funny. Why don't I have more viewers? So easy peasy swing. Just make sure you're all the way down. There we go. So here are the bridges we saw. So that's awesome. Okay, and now you want to do a running jump to there. That sloped platform. You can stand on it, it's not too sloped. Grab the monkey bars. If she doesn't grab, just step onto the higher section of that platform. And you just want to make your way all the way across. So you can see in front there is a slope just there. So we're going to drop onto that and we need to jump off into the doorway. Okay, so when you're on the last tile space, you want to jump not too soon. There we go. So it's kind of tight. It seems tight, but I don't often die there, so that's good. Alrighty, across this bridge. And there's a lot of skulls in this corridor. You might assume it's a death trap, but no, we're fine. We're okay, don't panic. So now from here we're going to use those columns to get to the doorway over there. So I often like to save here again because these are some tricky jumps. So you do just want to run and jump, aim for the corner and do a roll if you can, if you don't die. There we go, so you want to be quite close to that corner edge, and the reason for rolling is to be sure that you might clip the edge and just fall off, but there's a higher chance if you press roll, she will roll mostly onto the main bit of slab, so that's good. That's why you do that. Always roll if you think you're going to miss. And then to here, and the door has opened. We've got some heavy breathers in there. But before we go in there, we want to grab a secret. Once you go in, that door will close behind you, and you will not be able to return and wander around in this main area. So you see there is a gap in that ledge, so we can grab that and shimmy to a crawl space that you can't really see. It's directly above Laura's head. That grey space, you'll see it once we get a bit closer. So you can see it better now. We can grab the crack in the wall and we can shimmy along to the crawl space. So you probably have to press the crouch button to get into these smaller spaces and just crawl along. There is no crouch sprint in this game, so that's a shame. And do you remember when I said about the secret gap when you were fighting the evil monkey in that section? That's this. That's this, above this section. So that's kind of cool how you wind around and you see sections and then you are there. So that was really awesome from down below. You can see these bridges, so that's cool. So I suppose that's the idea with most Tomb Raider games in a way. But anyway, climb on up. That door will open and it will close behind you. Okay, so from here, do a standing jump. Do not do a running jump. You will overshoot. And then just shoot the evil monkey. Cool. And we have the gold skull of the level. Nice. So that's 3 gold skulls in the bag. 1 more. No, 2 more to find. So now that door closed behind us and we cannot return that way. So we have to go back round. So down below, underneath this bridge section, that was the monkey bars we used to get to the doorway there. So we're going to have to go back around. And be careful here. When you're about here, she won't grab again. So just make sure you're as far down as possible and then let go and grab. Cool. And now return again. Got this annoying jump again. It's not too bad once you get the hang of it, but as you can see, even after practice, you can still mess it up. It's also difficult because you can't really see it. Well, may as well let it go crunch for you. Cool. And again, over to here. And once we enter, the door will close. So in this room, this is a bit weird. There's actually 4 pen, is that the word? Like a, well, someone might describe it as a playpen. There's 4 rooms and there's a Yeti in each room. And they open once you pick up this shotgun. So let's do that. And let's equip the shotgun. We'll run out of ammo pretty quick though, but at least we got the shotgun. So just keep jumping. So there are actually 5 Yetis. I'm not certain if there's probably 2 Yetis in one room. Or he's just hiding behind the corner. So So it can vary how many shots you use up. It seems that I've just used up all my shots. But sometimes you actually run out while they're still alive. Also, one of the Yetis drops a large Medpack. Here it is. And let's check these two right-hand rooms from entering. So we've got these shotgun shells in the corner of this one. And also there's this odd tile here that will be lowered so that we can leave through that way, because the door will not open now we're in here. And also in here there is a key. You may have already spotted the keyhole. So I will use this before I look in the other rooms. So be aware, behind this door there will be another Yeti. You can almost hear him scuffling around. Oh. What are you doing, Lara? Okay, so he does not drop anything, but let's now go into this room and we can see we have another eyepiece. Just grab these shotgun shells. So you can grab them on the way out, doesn't matter. Nice. Now we have the second eyepiece. But we're still trapped. We're still trapped in this room. So let's check these rooms on the... I think this is the right hand side of entering. I said right earlier on, and I meant the left of entering. So there's nothing in that room, but in this one there is a torch. So you probably thought there was something up with these lamps here. Brazier's lamps, I'm not sure. But we're gonna light them all, and then that odd tile will be removed and we can leave through there. Nice, we don't need the torch, get rid of it. And the tile is gone, it's been lowered. Let's get out of here. So follow the passage. We do have some troll water just here for no reason, just to slow you down. So this door right here opens. Ah, look where we are. So across the way, we've been there, we fought the two natives, picked up a key and a star from them, and now we are back at the eye receptacle. So let's just combine our pieces. The eye. And let's use it. Awesome, so now come on in. Follow this stretch along to the door, and once we reach it, we will be in the next level. There we go, level 4. First time I've actually ended the game in the level that I'm going to be playing. So thank you for watching, hope you're enjoying it, and I will see you next time. Take it easy, guys and girls.